Hello, and welcome to Rolling Out Star Studio. I am your host, Porsha Monique, and today we have the pleasure of speaking with two of the lead cast members from the Kings of Napa, which is on TV's newest binge-worthy series. We're just going to throw that out there right quick. We're going to speak it into existence. But Ebonee Noel and Isiah Whitlock Jr., welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
I want to bring House of Kings into the future. Look into my eyes. What do you see?
A manipulator.
Do you really want everyone in Napa to know that your picture-perfect life wasn't as ideal as you made it seem?
I come with love. Oh, yeah. And shame.
Your family.
It's a family. Watch out, Napa. Dad made me president because I have a vision.
It's that mind of yours that's going to take us places.
I'm bringing August down by any means necessary. If you are hiding more secrets, I will destroy you.
Your mama's acting like she is the first black person to be backstabbed by her family. This mess goes back to Othello.
This is not about extortion. This is about revenge.
Business is hard, but family is a beast. It's about to get super saucy up in here, child.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So, like I said, this is a new binge-worthy show. I know because I watched the first episode, and I was hooked from the trailer. So, Ebonee, we'll start with you. Tell us all about Kings of Napa. Tell us about your character and who she is.
So Kings of Napa centers on a Black family who owns this vineyard in Napa Valley. Our father, Reginald, was a surgeon or is still a surgeon and started this side business. And we're all happily, going along in our different areas of expertise within the industry and within the business. And then the first episode hits, there's a crisis, some secrets come out, and the family's turned on its head. So for my character, I'm the middle child. I'm the marketing genius of the family. And when this event happens, it forces me to step up into a true leadership position within the company. And you see August, who is, bold and creative and tenacious and a little stubborn, have to take these talents that have served her very, very well in her previous lane and level up so that she can meet the challenge of managing people and then also falling down and how do you get back up again? How do you lead? How do you pivot? So that's what you'll see this season.
All right. And Isiah.
I play Reginald King. I'm the patriarch of the family. I'm pretty much the driving force of this whole series, Kings of Napa. And a lot of my secrets in life come to life during the show that sets everything into motion. And we get to see just what people are made of, how they deal with the certain problems and things that come up. But I'm very impressed and I'm very happy because I see the characters, they don't sort of pull within and become withdrawn. They leap out and burst out, and you find that they have even more to say than what you see on the screen, and that to me is impressive and in some ways kind of important. That we have a problem, we can handle those problems. So, but like I said, there's a lot of secrets that I have that come out and just kind of moves things along.
Yeah, now, thank you for that. And as I said earlier, I was drawn from the artwork, right? So I was drawn from the initial trailer that I saw. And what intrigued me the most is that the cast is gorgeous, right? So everybody on the cast is gorgeous. The background is picturesque. So Napa, I'm from California, so I'm a California girl, and I've been to Napa Valley, right? And so I know exactly what it looks like, but seeing it actually on screen with Black people behind it, is another story, right? And so that was one of the things that drew me to actually want to watch. So Ebonee, I'm going to ask you, what was it that drew you to this story, and what compelled you to want to bring it to life?
Well, a lot of the things that you're saying, actually, I loved the diversity within the characters. There's no one on the show that you're like, oh, they're kind of alike, they're kind of similar. We all serve a very different purpose. We have very different skills. And it's kind of wonderful to see this sort of pageantry of like Blackness on the page. And then to see it and to see how they were going to put that together drew me instantly. I love the setting of just a vineyard run by Black people. I'd never seen that before on television or on screen. And so to read something that the characters were so rich and so different from each other, and then to be in a setting where I'd never seen characters like this before, immediately I knew this was a project that I would be lucky to be a part of. And, you know, the rest is history.
Yeah, and it was definitely the intelligence for me, right? So listening to the actual cast speak and enunciate their words and think about these complex problems and be able to articulate them on screen. That was another thing for me as well. Isiah, what about you?
Yeah, I was attracted to the character because I hadn't seen anything like this. And not only that, it was the, you know, we were all sort of given that task that, yes, this is who you're playing, but we still need to see that character. We don't want a stereotype of that character, or we don't want that sort of image of what you think or what has been presented. So here's the character, but I want to see what's inside that character. I want to see the nuance. I want to see what's in his soul and bring that out. And that to me is where things really start to work with everybody. I think the casting on the show has been fantastic, but you got to cast people who are going to be able to handle that task and get it out there. And I think we do a very good job with that.
I think so as well. Now, Ebonee, your character is one of my favorite characters on the show. I love her style, not just physically with the clothes and everything, but the way that she thinks is very attractive to me as well. I'm a sapiosexual, so I love intelligence, right?
Yes.
But for you, walk us through your interview process. Well, not necessarily interview, but yeah, how did you land the role? You said you would have been lucky to play, you know, August. Walk us through your audition process is what I was looking for.
Sure. So I did an initial audition probably somewhere towards the end of February last year. I sent in a tape because with COVID, in-person casting has kind of completely shut down. Right. There were 3 scenes. I think they're all from the pilot, if I remember correctly, 3 scenes from the pilot that they asked for. Turned that in and I got a call back. And the callback was actually on Zoom with Janine, Matthew, and Kim Coleman, who was the LA casting director for the show. So first of all, it was amazing just opening the Zoom because I'd never been in any audition where the showrunner, the director, and the casting director were Black. I was like, oh, this is different.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, this is different. And we workshopped the scenes. Matthew was really kind of running it, giving notes. I was able to ask some questions. There are different ways to play. And, you know, you get a scene, there's a million ways to play it. So I just wanted to make sure that we were aligned how I was thinking about certain moments. And we just played around really for, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. And after that, they sort of took those tapes and moved forward with all of the different processes. So in normal times, I probably would have had another in-person audition with the network, but because things were limited, they used those tapes and shortly thereafter gave me the job.
Ding, 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 ding. We're happy that you got the job. Now, Isiah, I don't know if I can unsee you as the patriarch of this family, right? So after seeing you, I don't know if I would have had someone else in mind who could have perfectly pulled off the father figure like you do. Walk us through your audition process as well.
Okay. I didn't audition. They called me up as a person who could play the patriarch of the family. I mean, that's what it's. I mean, I think you hit it on the head. Is that this is who you see as the patriarch. This is who they saw as the patriarch. And they called me up, and I took a look at it. And at first, I do this a lot, and it's just my own insecurity. It's like, oh my God, can I play this? Can I do this? And then I get very bold about it. And it's like, yeah, I can do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to tackle it. I can, all of a sudden my mind starts to work, and that fear kind of goes away. And it's like, yes, I'm going to be a patriarch of a very affluent African-American family in Napa. Usually I'm like, trying to steal somebody's money.
Now you got all the money and they trying to steal it from you.
It's like, oh my God, I'm going to actually start with the money and go from there. That's going to be quite a feat. But when I see myself as the patriarch of this family, I couldn't see anybody else. So here I am.
Yeah. Now, some of your co-stars, like, again, I said, it's a beautiful cast, like hands down, like everybody on the cast is just gorgeous, right? Including the mother character, the auntie character. So I was looking at the first episode and they were alluding to this big secret. They didn't get to it. Can y'all share some insight on what this big secret is? Because I'm like, where's episode number 2? I'm used to just binge watching. Just give me episode 101 through 108. Give them all to me. But can you guys share some insight on, what can we expect this season? So I know it's a lot of ins and outs, treachery and lies and all of that, but what can we expect? I know you can't give us the exact, but Ebonee, we'll start with you.
I would say, the first episode centers more so on my father's secrets, and that's the jumping off point. But throughout the series, you'll find out that we're all carrying some little secret that's consequential to the family and to the business. So it starts off focusing on one character, and as we continue, it's like nobody's innocent in this family.
Okay.
That's what I love about it, is that we show that we are human, and yes, we have all of this to live for. I mean, I'm a surgeon. I'm a doctor. This is kind of like my side gig that I'm doing very well at, but it's a beautiful thing. But we all have secrets and skeletons in our closet, and I think that's what a lot of people are going to identify with, is that nobody's perfect. We do the best we can. We always have done the best we can. Now we're just showing it.
Yeah. Another aspect of the show that I love is that it kind of serves us a realness, so to speak, that this is a possible reality for us, right? So, of course, in Napa, the Brown Estate is Black owned. I believe it's called the Brown Estate. And then, the McBride sisters, they have their own wine. And then I know a couple of other wine owners that are Black, Rodney Foster with Idle Heights Wines as well. Tell us, for you, how realistic was it when you read the script into thinking that this is a very much potential, or this is very much realistic, and I could really see something like this playing out. Maybe it is the Brown family that it was fashioned after. I don't know, but how realistic was that for you, Ebony?
Well, I think for me, very realistic, to be honest. I mean, my family's from the Caribbean, and so we're from a country where Black people do everything. We're in every room, you know, and so to take that perspective into growing up in the States, in and out of the States, but as a Black American, you know, that juxtaposition of people thinking we can't do something is always sort of bucked with how I've been raised.
Yeah.
So to read something like this, I was like, yeah, sure. I've never seen it, but I don't doubt we could be there, you know, and even how the characters speak, how they carry themselves. Obviously they're well-traveled. You know, my mom works for the US. Like, these things just felt very familiar to me. Now the drama is, you know, it's large, it's outside, it's kind of hard. I don't want to assume that any of these poor innocent families who own these vineyards that were like, you know, trying to tell their story, because I hope that maybe they're dealing with a little less drama than we are. But in terms of the situation and these characters, they felt very realistic and familiar to me.
Okay, now do both of you guys drink wine? And if so, let's talk about your favorite wines. Ebony, we'll start with you.
I love Italian reds. I'm a big sucker for a glass of Barolo. I love a Chianti. I also love some Spanish red wines. Those are my go-tos. Okay.
What about you, Isiah? Do you drink wine? And if so, what's your favorite?
I drink wine. I make wine. I have even been featured in Wine Spectator.
Really?
Yes. I love Italian wines because I was sort of introduced to Italian wines because I couldn't afford the French, but I began to realize that the Italian wines are superb. I mean, they're just fantastic. I do like the Brunellos coming out of Italy. And I love Pinot Noir, which from Central California, which is, I find, very, very good. And I love a glass of Cabernet. Really well-balanced Cabernet. But do I drink wine? Yes.
You said you make wine. Let's get into that. Give us some more about that. You said you make wine?
Yes, I source grapes from Napa. And I do my blending in a warehouse here in New Jersey. But I just want to say, it's not where you make it, it's where you get the grapes from. So I crush and ferment and blend and everything in New Jersey. But I get high-end grapes from a place called Beckstoffer, which is one of the top farms in Napa. And have it shipped across, do it here, and I come out with a very, very, very good wine.
Okay, you have to give us a master class or something. I need a tour. I need all of that.
Yeah. I made a wine that was 40%. It was 40% Cabernet, 40% Merlot, 10% Syrah to give it a little sexy kind of spice to it. 10% Malbec. It was outstanding. It really was. I just wish I had some more because I drank it all.
Listen, Ebony, where did we get that from? Like, can you make us out?
Can you send me a bottle to watch drink with this show?
Yeah. But I got some other stuff brewing that I laid it down. I keep it, in a temperature control, but it's very, very good. It's not bad. You just got to know how to put it together, and you got to watch it until it gets into the bottle.
Okay. That sounds like a lucrative and fun hobby. I'm serious about that masterclass. I'm gonna come find you in Manhattan. I'm gonna come find you in New York. Okay. As we wrap down this interview, I want you guys to just kind of tell us your favorite thing about this upcoming show. And then give us your reason as to why you think we should watch. I know I'm gonna be watching, but y'all give us your reason as to why you want to watch. So favorite thing, and then why should we watch? Ebonee, I'm sorry.
Oh, sure. I would say my favorite thing is how diverse our show is. Honestly, it feels like a celebration of how multifaceted Blackness is.
Mhm.
You know, across generation, skin tone, size, perspective. It's just, it feels like a welcoming space. We're not trying to tell you there's any one way to be. There's many ways to be, and we can be in communion, in kinship with each other, love on each other, butt heads, but triumph at the same time. So that's my favorite thing about our show, besides, you know, the clothes.
We didn't even talk about the clothes, sis. Listen. Okay, we're gonna let Isiah go, then we're gonna talk about the clothes.
I gotta piggyback on all of that. You know, it's that multifaceted look and the diversity where you say, you know, there is no one way. We're a very complicated people, and basically we're not trying to force anything. We're just putting it out there and saying, this is us. This is who we are.
Mhm.
And you take us the way we are. But I think people will find a little something in all of it that they can identify with.
Yeah. Well, we can't wait. Before we get into why we should watch Ebonee, I do want to touch on the fashions right quick. Just from the little snippet that we've seen, tell us about the fashions. What can we expect? Are we looking at Black-owned designers? Are we looking at, like, just give it to us right quick?
I mean, you're gonna see the whole spectrum. Michelle Light, our costume director, is a genius. She's a GT gal like me and my family, so we connected right away. She dressed us like she loved us, you know, bright colors, a spectrum of designers, some Black designers as well. You're gonna see some Faye Noel, some Telfar, some Brian Atwood. Like, you're just gonna see a huge range of design, and also I think how Black people with wealth dress. Like, we don't do anything like anybody else, right? We're not going to eat the same food. We're not going to wear this dress that you might wear the same way. We're going to put our own style and our own spin on it. And I think that's what you're going to see from the fashion.
Love it. Okay, last question, guys. Why should we watch? Ebonee, we'll start with you first.
You should watch, because honestly, there's gonna be no better place to be on Tuesday nights at 8 but watching Kings of Napa. It's juicy, it's addictive, it's beautiful, it's got a lot of heart. There's no reason why you shouldn't watch. How about that?
Okay. And Isiah?
I think you should watch because it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to take the ride with us. And I think everybody there will be something for everybody. And I think there's a lot of stuff in the show to love. And so you'll walk away feeling very, very good and thankful that you're getting a chance to witness us in our journey.
Well, I can't wait. As you said, Ebonee, Tuesday starting, it's premiering January 11th. So that's next Tuesday, 8 p.m. on OWN, the Oprah Winfrey Network. You guys be there. I'm going to be there. I need to talk to somebody so I can make a guest appearance as a cousin of somebody, because I look like y'all. I'm just saying.
Hello.
To be that long lost daughter from long time ago. I need to be one of them secrets. That's all I'm saying.
You can be one of my secrets anytime.
I love it. Thank you guys so much.
It'll just be another secret in the show.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you guys so much for stopping by Rolling Out Star Studio. I am your host, Porsha Monique. Take care, guys.
Okay,
You too.
thank you.
Bye-bye.